The Wild. The Weaver. And the Worm. 3 primal forces from which the world, Gaia, springs. The Wild is creation, formless and abundant. The Weaver shapes, making order out of chaos. The Worm, whose purpose was to destroy the old, to make room for the new, went mad. Now, a force of corruption, feeding on greed, malice, and hate. It ravages Gaia. Through its unwitting accomplices, mankind. The balance between those 3 forces is long gone now. Insidiously, the Worm gains more and more ground every day, vitalized by the damage humans have brought to the Earth. We, the werewolves, remain, born of man, beast, and spirit. We are the vindication of Gaia and the Wild.
All right. They should be ready now.
The best way to get Indran out of the region is to attack their bottom line. We have a plan to convince them there's no profit to be had here. Ludmilla, if you please.
I've recently gained access to the system that controls all the on-site oil pumps. That's our target. We tamper with the pumps and send dummy data to the system to make them think their oil field has run dry.
Will that really be enough?
According to the internal files I got my hands on, they treat unprofitable sites like gangrenous limbs. They'll give this one the chop right away.
So, how do we go about this, Rodko? Who does what?
Ludmilla knows the location, so she will take point. She'll infiltrate the site and connect Ava to their network, giving her access to their system.
Once I'm hooked up, I'll only need a few minutes.
But if something goes wrong, my wife ends up on her own in enemy territory. I don't like it.
I'm going to be fine, Call. We've been preparing this for weeks. We've calculated the risks.
And if there's any sign of trouble, you and I go in and retrieve her. But I'd rather we stay covert. Ludmilla will have the easiest time on her own.
I'm heading out. I want to be done before daybreak. Take care of Adana while I'm away. I think she's going a little crazy all cooped up in here.
It's our duty to be here. She needs to learn that it's hers too.
She's just a teenager, Call. We were young once too, remember? Take care of her while I'm out. Love you. See you soon.
Indran. One of the most destructive companies North America has to offer. Known for their violence and endless greed. If we left them to their own devices, they'd ravage this place till there was nothing. I don't like thinking that Ludmilla's on her own, Rodko.
I understand. She's my sister, remember?
And she's Adana's mother. I should be out there with her.
I gave it a lot of thought. Her chances of success are better if she's alone. It's as simple as that. If things don't go as planned, you can tear through as much Indran scum as you like to get her out. But for now, we stay put. Go. Rest while we wait.
Not looking forward to packing all this up tomorrow morning. We've been stuck in this cave for weeks studying Endron's movements. At least now we finally got a plan. I hope we're done here soon. Got everything squared away?
Not a lot to square away. All I'm doing is pressing a button once Ludmilla gets me hooked up. Still got a ways to go before I can do much more than that. If I tried to breach their network, they'd be on us in a second.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You're 10 times better at hacking than me or Rotko with your eyes closed. Just give it time.
I know, but... thanks. A little pep talk never hurts. But how are you doing? Talk to your daughter yet?
No, not yet. I'm just heading her way. Hey, how you doing?
I'm bored out of my mind. There's nothing to do here, and it's wet and miserable.
We're not on vacation, Adie. We're here for Gaia, for the cairn, and you're here to learn how we do things.
I know, but couldn't I have learned how we do things back at Tarker's Mill? It's not like you've got me helping out with the mission or anything.
Try connecting with the spirits. Feel their presence around you. The pain Endron's causing them. That connection makes you a Garu.
I'm trying. Believe me, but I just can't.
Don't worry. It's always harder before your first change. And if the change never comes, if you're human, like your mother, that's fine. She may not feel the spirits, but she's the finest infiltrator we have.
Why didn't you go with Mom anyway? She's all alone out there. If something happens to her...
I wish I could've. But Rodko wants us to keep a low profile. And there's no one better at that than your mom.
Rodko's a dumbass.
Hey, that's your uncle you're talking about. And the leader of our pack. You know it's his job to make those decisions. Everything will be all right, don't worry. Try to focus on the spirits. We'll be leaving this place soon.
Shit.
Kahal, wake up! I'm gonna need you.
Ava did an impressive job installing all this. Not that she'd ever admit it. She still has so much self-doubt.
A helicopter just touched down on the site's landing pad. Apparently it's some Endron exec. Their presence has shaken things up.
Shaking things up how?
Guard patrols have been changed, and some areas have been locked down, including the one Ludmilla's in. They still haven't discovered her, though.
So what's the plan now?
The mission's sunk. We go in there, get her out, and wait for things to quiet down. But to get her off site, the locked-off areas need to be manually unlocked, and Ludmilla's stuck on the wrong side.
Shit.
Fortunately, she has already secured a terminal. She'll guide you to her location over the radio. Go now. Bring her back. There's no time to waste. My sister needs you.
Ludmilla, I'm on my way.
Remember, stay out of sight. I'll open any door I have access to through their network. I've opened all the external ducts. Turbine room in the center of the site. You'll have to get here without being seen. The area you're passing through should be deserted right now, though.
Door's locked. Ava?
There's gotta be a terminal close by. Find it. Oh, and deactivate any cameras you see while you're at it.
A helicopter just...
Shaking things up how?
Guard, but he's still so committed. There's no time to waste. My sister needs you.
Ludmilla?
I've opened all the external ducts.
Is Mom okay?
Just something we didn't expect. Don't worry. Mom's gonna be okay.
Turbine room in the center of the site. You'll have to get here without being seen. The area you're passing through should be deserted right now, though.
The door's locked. Ava?
There's gotta be a terminal close by. Find it. Oh, and deactivate any cameras you see while you're at it.
Guards. Ludmilla, we've got a lot of company.
The arrival of the Endron exec has changed their setup. Tell me where you are.
I'm looking at the southern part of the outer fence. And a shit ton of guards. There's no way I'll be able to make a move without being seen.
Southern part of the outer fence. Got it. There. That should distract him for a few minutes. But if a guard does see you...
He won't live long enough to raise the alarm. They sold their souls to Endron. They don't get any mercy.
Hell of a time for a malfunction. I'll go check it out.
What could have caused it?
I don't care. I just want it fixed and fast. Some big shot just arrived on site. Folks upstairs want everything to be perfect.
I'm in the refinery.
Perfect. I'm not far now. Nearly at the passageway leading into it. Shit! Something's following me.
What is it?
I think it's a black spiral dancer. He's...
Ludmilla, just hold on. Fuck. Rodko.
I heard. No more sticking around. We fight. Now go. I'll meet you with Rafik.
I'm done fucking around.
Ouais, j'avais pas le micro de sélectionner là, quel enfer. Donc enchaîner coup rapide, coup puissant et attaque aérienne pour effectuer des combos et faire monter la rage du Krynos. Le multiplicateur de rage sera appliqué tant que le Krynos n'est pas interrompu par d'importants dégâts. Attaque rapide, attaque puissante, attaque sautée. Argent, la faiblesse des Krynos. Les dégâts d'argent réduiront la santé maximale du Krynos pour le reste du combat.
Ludmilla!
Call. Tell 80.
No! Please, no!
Il a explosé là.
Ludmilla. It's me, Cahal. Listen to me. Cahal, damn it! No. You need to fight the rage. Cahal, that's Rafid. Stop it! No!
What have I done? Rafik!
There's no time to mourn. We need to go.
Just reported back to base. Not that there's anything to report.
No kidding.
Though I guess we've got a special guest coming tonight.
Yeah, an Endron rep, no less. She should be here soon.
You know they're hiring, right? Think you'd ever make the move to Endron? Hey! What the...
All clear, Dusk. We're good to go. Five years ago, I abandoned the woods of Tarker's Mill. I abandoned my cairn. Endron killed my wife. I gave in to rage. The worm touched my soul. I had to leave my daughter. It was the hardest decision I ever made.
Werewolf.
In other news, Endron is joining the fight against global warming. The energy company today announced that their new biofuel will be hitting the market soon. This revolutionary new formula will be unveiled alongside the opening of their new headquarters in...
This exile was my only choice. I'd become a danger to my pack. I often wonder what's become of them. Of Rodko, of Ava, of 80.
HTML5 de ses morts.
This is the closest I've been to Tarker's Mill in 5 years.
En forme, branleur. Tiens.
Cahal, we're here.
Carl.
You're up.
Il était affilié à un casino, une OPSP, tu vois. Ils lui ont filé $500. Sans Wagger. Donc l'objectif avec les 500 €, c'était de faire 2000 €. Et au bout d'une heure et demie, il lui restait $20. Et en 2 heures, 0.
What do your clients intend to do with them anyway?
The Weatherstormers? They're planning on blowing up a big Magadon.
Il a tenu 2 heures avec $500.
Good fucking riddance. I know Magadon's methods. They're the scum of the earth.
And guess what? These explosives were originally headed to Endron.
Le casino, c'est du scam, hein.
Stealing from them is just icing on the cake.
Les trucs comme ça, poker, casino, c'est full scam en vrai. C'est le billet du survivant, tu vois. En fait, il te présente une exception statistique comme un cas représentatif. Hein, tu peux pas te contrôler, c'est le noyau à Cubins. C'est ton cerveau, tu vois, qui est stimulé par la récompense en vrai. Donc même si tu gagnes 1 centime, 30 centimes, à partir du moment où tu gagnes un petit peu, ton cerveau est stimulé par le cerveau, tu vois, noyau à Cubins. Et ça déclenche les hormones du plaisir, tout ça, c'est chimique, tu vois. Donc c'est un peu comme la cocaïne, tu vois, l'héroïne, tu goûtes une fois et puis t'es accro toute ta life. C'est de la merde, ça devrait être même... Franchement, ça devrait même pas être autorisé en vrai. C'est hypocrite, tu vois, de la part des gouvernements. Bah t'as certains jeux vidéo, ouais, c'est ça, tu vois. Genre les loot box. les loot box façon Blizzard. C'est pour ça qu'en Belgique, par exemple, c'est interdit. Belgique, t'as FIFA, t'as Diablo. Donc tous les jeux où t'as du... où t'as des éléments de casino, tu vois, loot box, donc qui stimulent le noyau à Cubins, là c'est interdit. Du coup ils peuvent pas y jouer, tu vois. Il faut qu'ils passent par un VPN, mais ça dépend des jeux en vrai. Genre Blizzard ça marche pas, tu vois, parce qu'ils détectent dans l'application avec ton moyen de paiement, ils détectent dans quel pays tu vis, quoi. Mais pour moi, les Belges ont raison, tu vois. Au moins, ils ont légiféré. Ils ont interdit complètement ce qui peut emmener une personne à la perte, tu vois. Il y a un vrai risque quand même. C'est un peu comme la cigarette, tu vois, chez nous. On te vend des cigarettes en libre service là, et puis après on te met une photo dessus fumé-tu, tu vois. Avec des gens qui ont des cancers des poumons ou de la langue ou la thyroïde, complètement hypocrite. Après c'est vrai que je crois qu'il y a peu de pays, hein. Il me semble qu'en Europe, la Belgique ils sont précurseurs, hein. Je pense que ça doit être les seuls. Faudra aller vérifier, tu vois, mais je crois que c'est les seuls qui ont légiféré. Je crois que c'était l'année dernière ou il y a 2 ans, je crois. Et quand je joue à la roulette. Bordel. La roulette. C'est noir, rouge, vert, c'est ça? Sauf que le vert tombe jamais, quoi, une fois sur 1 million. Une fois sur plusieurs millions même, je crois. Hein. Chance de faire tomber le vert. Hein. Le nouveau portal? J'ai pas vu. Hein.
You do that, and they'll load us up with smiles on their faces. All you've got to do is open the gate to their delivery bay for me. I'll create a diversion while you're exchanging the labels.
Got it. We'll have to play it tight, though. One hiccup and the plan falls through.
We'll have you sneak around back by their storage facility. Security should be pretty thin there, especially if you go through the ventilation ducts.
All right. I'm off.
Hey, before you go, are you sure you're up for this, man?
Ah oui, postal. Ah, il est bien. Bah, ils sont bien, hein, les postales. Hein. C'est pas mal, tu vois, pour se défouler en vrai. Les postales, c'est dans l'esprit Duck Nukem, genre.
Right. If you need me, I'm just a chirp away. Good luck, brother.
C'est un level design plutôt horizontal, tu vois, avec des... Bon, il y a du vertical aussi un petit peu. Des petits passages où c'est vertical. Quand t'es dans des structures, par exemple. Et t'avances. Et tu détruis tout ce que tu bouges. Bah ouais, tu peux... t'as des... par exemple, pour ouvrir certaines portes... Le premier niveau où t'es dans les égouts, tu vois, pour lever les grilles, faut pisser dessus en vrai. Faut pisser sur le levier. Les postales, ils sont bien faits, hein, ça répond bien, ça répond aussi bien qu'un jeu d'arcade. Aussi nerveux qu'un jeu d'arcade. En vrai, le Game Pass, ils ont le meilleur concept pour ça. Tout ce genre de jeu, tu vois, tu le mets dans le Game Pass, bam, tu fais une petite heure ou deux. J'ai pas regardé s'il était dans le Game Pass. Il est sur Steam, sur GOG. Il est sur Torrent de la Rivière aussi. Mais Game Pass, j'ai pas de check. Éviter d'être vu par les caméras. Après les games là, c'est pas lourd hein. Je sais pas t'as quoi comme carte graphique dans ton Mac mais ça passe en vrai, hein. Même sur une petite machine ça passe. Regardez la config minimale. Je sais pas s'il est gratuit dans le Game Pass, attends, viens voir. Postal Game Pass, je crois pas. Hein. Postal Game Pass. Postal 4 No Regret est finalement annoncé sur Steam. Non, je crois pas qu'il est dans... Je crois pas qu'il est dans... Il y en a eu un dans le Game Pass. Après, ils pourraient, hein. Franchement, ils ont les moyens de le faire en vrai. Est-ce qu'il est sur GeForce Now? Il est sur GeForce Now. Avec une Xbox, tu peux y jouer, tu vois. GeForce Now. Par contre, je sais pas si on a la liste en vrai. Postal. Ici, il y est. Postal 4, il est sur GeForce Now, donc tu peux y jouer avec une Xbox. Avec ta Xbox, en fait, tu sais, t'as le navigateur Edge. Et en fait, tu démarres GeForce Now avec ton navigateur Edge sur ta Xbox. Pourquoi mon affichage, il est gris, là? Non? Il est gris, mon noir, là, sur OBS. Ouais, c'est ça, GeForce Now. GeForce Now. GeForce Now. J'ai rien bougé, donc ça devrait être en... Sortie, avancée NV12. Gamme de couleur Youth complète, espace de couleur 709, comment ça se fait? Je sais pas si tu vois mes noirs là, tu vois, si on regarde le... Mes noirs ils sont pas en, en RGB full range là. Ça fait un petit voile gris. Chelou hein. Normalement ça devrait pas être comme ça puisque j'ai les bons settings. Ouais, moi sur le téléphone, je vois là. Hein. Bizarre. Je trouve pas les options d'affichage dans Windows là, c'est abusé là. Hein. Arrière-plan, couleur, thème. Il casse les couilles autant là. Je crois que depuis la dernière update de Windows 11 là, j'ai l'impression qu'ils ont supprimé le menu de gestion d'affichage. Ouais, c'est bon, j'ai l'HDR là. Chelou. Moi je regarderai après le stream sur la rediff. Ou alors c'est mon appli Twitch, que sur le téléphone. Alors si je la relance là. Ah ouais, c'était que sur le... Ah non. Alors si je mets sur un autre écran, genre... Je me regarde sur mon écran principal là. Ah ouais, c'est que sur le... Que sur le téléphone, j'ai l'impression là. Alors si je mets là... Là c'est bien noir. Là c'est bien noir aussi, c'est que sur mon tel. Comment ça se fait que j'ai plus le RGB full range sur mon tel là? Après j'ai mis à jour là, la MUI 13 là, sur Xiaomi. Mais je me rappelle pas avoir avoir vu une option pour le RGB full range sur téléphone. Écran. Ça doit être dans écran, sinon mode sombre. Schéma de couleur. Saturé. Couleur originale. Intense. Par défaut, chaud, froid, personnalisé. Paramètres avancés, gamme de couleurs. Ah ouais, là je suis en P3. Et là je suis en sRGB. Je pense que si je me mets en sRGB et que je reviens sur le lecteur Twitch. Ah non, là c'est encore plus gris là. Putain, c'est dégueulasse là. Schéma de couleur intense. Twitch. Bon, ça change rien. Ou alors c'est l'appli Twitch, tu vois. Je vais remettre les paramètres que j'avais avant, saturé. Et 3. Taux d'actualisation 90 Hz. Quand l'appareil est en mode RV, réduire le flou. C'est quoi RV? Réalité virtuelle. Taille du texte. En bas les couilles. Mode de lecture. Le mode de lecture ajuste les couleurs et les textures des éléments sur votre écran permettant à vos yeux de vous détendre. Non. Ajuster automatiquement la luminosité. Plus d'options du mode sombre. Régler le papier peint en mode sombre. Ajuster automatiquement le texte et les arrière-plans. Application individuelle, boutique Amazon. J'ai que la boutique Amazon qui gère le mode sombre genre nativement. Pour ton iPhone, toi, l'arrière-plan, il est gris ou il est sombre? Là, normalement, comment mon background là, t'as les bordures genre or, tu vois. Mais derrière, en fait, là, ça fait gris, tu vois, ça devrait être noir, quoi. En fait, c'est comme si j'avais pas le RGB full range. Donc ça fait, tu sais, un noir gris, quoi. Ça fait un voile gris sur le noir, en vrai. Ouais, tu vois, sur ton tel aussi. Ou alors c'est l'appli Twitch. Mais avant j'avais le full range là, juste avant, tu vois, je sais pas, c'est bizarre. Pour les... Ou alors ouais, c'est l'appli Twitch, hein, je sais pas, ils ont fait un... Ils ont changé un truc. Ça prend plus en charge le... le RGB full range. De toute façon c'est de la merde leur appli. En gros tu vois ils veulent qu'on stream sans, tu sais, la plage de couleurs complète. Dégueulasse là. Avec des noirs qui sont tout gris, tout dégueulasses. Je comprends pas cette plateforme de mort là. YouTube niveau streaming il marche moins bien qu'eux. Et ça prend en charge... ça prend mieux en charge les technos actuels que... Putain, Twitch on a l'impression d'avoir une appli de 2005. Ah, dès que tu tournes à... Viens voir si je le mets à la verticale. Ah, parce que... Ah, c'est leur appli de merde. Dès que je tourne en horizontal, la couche grise embarque. Ouais, c'est leur appli. Je crois que c'est juste l'appli en vrai. Putain. Bon, après on s'en bat les couilles, hein. On est deux. Pas comme si j'étais populaire. Mais bon. Ouais, ça fait pareil là. C'est vrai que ça le fait moins quand tu l'as en mode vertical. C'est pas moi. Donc c'est pas moi, c'est eux. Donc à ce moment-là, on peut rien faire. Ah, tu t'es mis ouais, sur le téléphone, sur la tablette. Je sais pas jusqu'à combien d'appareils tu peux mettre avant que la boucle elle compte plus en vrai. Par cookie, tu vois, je sais pas c'est limité à combien d'appareils. Ça se trouve, il n'y a pas de limite. Hein. Essaye d'ouvrir 10 fenêtres de navigation privée sur ton Mac pour voir. Et tu mets le stream sur 10 fenêtres de navigation privée. Tu te mets en, je sais pas, c'est en 160p. Je sais pas dans le cookie, c'est... En fait, je sais pas, il limite à combien Twitch, j'ai pas regardé, tu vois. Je sais pas c'est combien d'appareils, si c'est 2, 3, 10... Alors, si je me mets là... Attends. Que ça compte là. Je crois que ça met un temps avant de prendre l'average viewer là. Ouais si tu vois ça, là regarde. Là ça me compte la fenêtre que j'ai ouverte sur mon PC et sur le téléphone. Donc avec une même IP tu vois tu peux avec plusieurs devices ça te compte pas qu'un seul viewer tu vois. Et je sais pas ils ont limité à combien de devices en vrai. Là ça fait 1, 2. Là ça me compte 2 là. Là je vais fermer la fenêtre. Là si j'ai mis sur le téléphone et sur le PC tu vois ça me faisait 2 Je peux les buter, non? Incroyable. Infiltration man. Herculine.
I'm inside.
Good. Try to keep a low profile, would you?
Tatatatan. Tatatatan.
out to me, you know? They're hiring and the pay's pretty good.
I'm sure it is. They're going toe-to-toe with a group of activists right now. Lambda Mankind. If I were you, I'd stay here. Keep your head down.
Something...
Huh?
Incroyable. Étant donné que j'aime pas trop les jeux d'infiltration, ça me dérange pas, tu vois, quand l'infiltration est aussi moisie. Tiens. Splinter Cell encore, ça va, tu vois. Bien fait sur Splinter Cell. Mais alors Hitman... ça me fait penser à GTA, les Sims, un truc de simulation de mort. Hitman, j'accroche pas. Hein. J'ai essayé pourtant... Connecte la porte. Ouais, j'ai fait un let's play vite fait sur Hitman. Sur le bateau de croisière là. Je crois que c'était le premier niveau, je crois. Hein.
They say they're going green by the end of the year.
The only thing green about that fuel is the label. It's the same shit with new branding, a marketing stunt.
Et tu veux que je vais mettre un code barre sur le crâne? Sur la nuque, non? Sur le crâne ou la nuque? De la nuque. Il y a bien des types qui se sont tatoués le QR code du Covid. D'application Covid là. Matrixé jusqu'au bout.
Probably not their priority.
Ensuite je vais là-bas.
I made it to the delivery bay.
Good. See that command post next to the gate? You should be able to open things up for me from there.
Ok, donc faut que je passe là-bas sans me faire griller. Game over.
I made it to the delivery bay.
Good. See that command post next to the gate? You should be able to open things up for me from there.
What? Intruder!
Bon, mauvaise idée.
I made it to the delivery bay.
Good. See that command post next to the gate? You should be able to open things up for me from there.
Something's...
Clac. Potion.
Dusk, you're up.
On it. Once I
Dusk,
pay attention,
you
go
up.
what we came for and slap on this fancy new delivery label. Got it?
What are you doing here? I'm just here for a pickup, man. Pickup? What are you talking about? There's no pickup on here. You really think I drive all the way
Dusk, you up.
I didn't even have a pickup? Alright, alright. Knock yourself out, bud.
Fermé. Dusk, you up.
According to the intel we received, the crates of explosives should be stored around here.
Alfred Hitchcock.
All right, Dusk. The delivery label's been switched.
Then it's time for us to get the hell out of Dodge.
C'est du C4.
I smell something. Give me a minute to check it out.
La Penumbra Vision peut être utilisée pour détecter des menaces spécifiques telles que l'argent. C'est du C4 ou c'est des... Ah non, c'est des balles d'argent là. Gardez les munitions d'argent de côté pour le moment. Le client n'a pas encore payé le patron. Orlov a ordonné que rien ne soit livré tant que la facture ne sera pas payée.
I knew I smelled it. Silver. Whoever ordered this intends to kill Garou. Dusk. They're shipping out silver bullets. You know what that means.
Change of plans?
Change of plans. I need to find out who's buying these bullets and why. Buy me some more time.
Bon, apparemment, ils veulent claquer du loup-garou. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Enchaîne avec la musique du rip.
Silver bullets. Who even uses that shit? Is she picking up some golden guns while she's at it?
Il y a combien de temps de décalage? Putain, je m'entends en double sur le téléphone là. Lui il peut me griller derrière là.
Shouldn't be much longer.
Cette infiltration. Ouais, tu peux te transformer en loup avec la touche C. Et t'as une mutation aussi loup-garou. Mais loup-garou c'est pas tout le temps. Le Werewolf. C'est stylé en vrai, juste avec une touche. Je pense que j'ai vu les contrôles pour la manette, tu vois. Donc tu peux jouer au gamepad, tu vois, si tu préfères.
Oh, paying, clearly. You're not getting anything until Endrin is paid up. You can tell that to your President Watkins in person.
I don't think you understand
President,
what's at
President,
stake here.
President.
Oh, I understand that you've just been attacked and you're looking to hit back. I also understand that you need our ammunition to do that. And we've got that ammunition right downstairs, ready and waiting to go as soon as you've paid us. Sorry, Major, but business is business.
Well, fuck you two. Then we'll attack Tarker's Mill without your help. And rest assured, Mr. Watkins will hear about this.
Tarker's Mill.
Ah ouais, c'est là, c'est un petit double A là. Hein. Je pense, hein, Werewolf. Ouais, c'est Cyanide, non? C'est français, il me semble, Cyanide. C'est un petit studio en vrai. Regarde sur Google, Cyanide Studio. Allez, enragé. Merde, voilà. On les a bouffés, bordel. Point d'esprit et arbre de talent. Appuyez sur P pour ouvrir l'arbre de talent. Carreau électrique, général. Après un soin, le Krynos continuera à restaurer ses points de vie s'il réussit ses attaques. Bien ça, non? Le Krynos peut désormais utiliser l'attaque dash en l'air. Il y a des armes en argent partout en vrai.
Dusk. What the fuck are you doing, Carl? I just had to pop a couple guards who wanted to put a bullet in my head. Get the fuck back here already.
Sorry, but I didn't have a choice.
Get the fuck back already.
We're out of here as soon as I get back.
Appuyez sur F pour prendre une gorgée dans la flasque. Cal augmentera sa rage chaque fois qu'il prend une gorgée de la flasque. Un drogué encore, bordel. Putain de drogué. Esprit expérience. Collecter des esprits apportera des points d'expérience à Kal pour améliorer ses compétences. D'accord, donc dans les plantes, t'as des esprits en vrai. Incroyable. Ça c'est l'arbalète. J'éteins les caméras. Appuyez sur E pour saboter une entrée de renfort. Cal peut saboter les entrées de renfort d'Andron Les renforts seront gravement blessés si leurs entrées a été sabotées.
Take your positions, people.
Take your positions, people.
Clear.
Il y a une espèce de tireur d'élite là.
No reply from the delivery bay either. Shit, what's going on?
Hello?
Attends mais là je suis au-dessus là. Donc pourquoi je viendrais redescendre ici alors que c'est en dessous? Ah ouais, là je suis revenu là. J'en ai plus. Incroyable.
Where are we at? Tarker's Mill.
J'ai envie de me rentrer les deux doigts dans le pif.
We're too late. Engine is already here.
What do we do?
Stop the truck.
What's even down there?
My home. Dusk, stay out of this.
Wait! Call!
Rodko! Rodko, they've cleared our northern line. They have an exo.
We'll take care of the wounded later. We have to stop them.
Let's go! Move! Over there!
Right.
Rodko.
boy. Ultras, fall back!
Go back.
Fucking Silver. Tell me, where's Adana? Don't worry, Cahal. Your daughter didn't fight this battle.
How are your wounds?
Riddled with silver. They'll take days to heal. But things would have been far worse if you hadn't stepped in.
I just did what I had to do. Nothing more.
I honestly never thought I'd see your face again. Why'd you come back, Cahal?
I was worried about Adana. When I heard the cairn was being targeted, I had to come back for her. You know I couldn't stay. Not after what I did to Rafik.
I told you that your rightful place was at my side. But you no. You chose to abandon us. Me, the cairn, your daughter.
Where is she, Rodko?
With Ava. Working undercover at the biggest Indran site in the Pacific Northwest. Best option available to us after the failure of our last mission.
Rodko, you let Adana infiltrate Indran? My fucking daughter? After what happened with her mother?
Your daughter is the best undercover agent I have. We will not win our fight for Gaia without first bringing Indran down. And with your daughter on the inside, we're closer than ever. She may not fight like we do, but she's every bit as strong. You should respect that. The work she's doing inside Indran is absolutely vital. More so after what their private fucking army just did to us. I'm afraid her work won't be able to stop Indran from retaliating against us. Not after our last mission.
Your last mission? What do you mean?
You remember the old abandoned mine not far from here? Indran bought it and turned it into a training center for their new recruits. I launched an attack to wipe them out, but Tank Girl stopped us. The woman you saw in the exo during the attack, she drove us back.
Tank Girl, you call her. I encountered her during my last mission. She was trying to buy silver bullets from an arms dealer. That's where I learned she was planning an attack on the cairn.
Major Grainer. That's the name her men give her. But to us, she's Tank Girl. And she leads Indran's troops with about as much grace. Their attack on the cairn was their first wave of revenge for our attack on the training center. We managed to repel them this time, but it's only a temporary victory. They might return at any moment. And Indran just keeps recruiting soldiers.
Then we've got to go back to the mine and destroy their training center. It's the only way to buy the cairn any sort of safety. No matter how brief.
Go back? No. Not until I'm well again. Then we can strike. Until I'm healed, there's no way we can make a move on the training center.
Tell me about Adana. How have you trained her?
Just as I promised you. I trained her to be a warrior. I taught her everything she needed to fight, to defend herself, so that we wouldn't see a repeat of what happened to Ludmilla.
Has she gone through her first change yet?
Not yet. And despite all my training, she never showed much inclination toward the wild side of things. She preferred to spend her time with Ava, studying humans, technology, and infiltration.
To walk in Ludmilla's footsteps.
That's right. And though it's not how I wanted to do things, it certainly paid off. She has proved to be an exceptional spy. Rest assured, though, Adana's just as much Garu as you or me. Her first change will come in time, no matter what path she chooses to take.
Tell me about Adana. How have you trained her?
Just as I promised you, I trained her to be a warrior. I taught her everything she needed to fight, to defend herself, so that we wouldn't see a repeat of what happened to Ludmilla.
Il a une bague dans chaque doigt.
You say that, but she's working undercover inside Endron's walls. That doesn't sound like your kind of training.
Adana decided that she could best aid our struggle through more covert means. It took me some time to come around, but she was right. She's a talented infiltrator, just like her mother. Rest assured, though, Adana's just as much Garu as you or me. Her first change will come in time, no matter what path she chooses to take.
Tell me about Adana. How have you trained her?
Just as I promised you, I trained her to be a warrior. I taught her everything she needed to fight, to defend herself, so that we wouldn't see a repeat of what happened to Ludmilla.
Has she gone through her first change yet?
Not yet. And despite all my training, she never showed much inclination toward the wild side of things. She preferred to spend her time with Ava, studying humans, technology, and infiltration.
To walk in Ludmilla's footsteps.
That's right. And though it's not how I wanted to do things, it certainly paid off. She has proved to be an exceptional spy. Rest assured, though, Adana's just as much Garu as you or me. Her first change will come in time, no matter what path she chooses to take.
Tell me about Adana. How have you trained her?
Just as I promised you, I trained her to be a warrior. I taught her everything she needed to fight, to defend herself, so that we wouldn't see a repeat of what happened to Ludmilla.
You say that, but she's working undercover inside Endron's walls. That doesn't sound like your kind of training.
Adana decided that she could best aid our struggle through more covert means. It took me some time to come around, but she was right. She's a talented infiltrator, just like her mother. Rest assured, though, Adana's just as much Garu as you or me. Her first change will come in time, no matter what path she chooses to take. Until I'm healed, there's no way we can make a move on the training center.
I'll take care of that goddamn training center myself. You know I can handle it on my own.
No. You're no longer a part of this pack. It's my responsibility.
And how long will it take for you to get better? Days? Weeks? If they return, the cairn will fall.
Huh. I'll think about it. Go pay your respects to your Fen and come back to me. Then we'll talk about the mine.
My son. They killed my son.
He's lost a lot of blood. I don't know if he'll make it through the night. Does anyone take his wife?
The cairn is in a bad way. Dusk, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to keep clear.
You really thought I'd leave you behind like that? You should know me better than that by now. Besides, looks like you need all the help you can get. And I really don't want to lose my front row tickets to the Cahal show.
Dust.
Thanks, Dusk.
Okay, yeah, no. Thanks sounds real weird coming out of you. Put that shit away.
Well, if you really want to help.
I'll go look after the injured. I rang the weather stormers and asked them to lend us a hand, too. Don't worry about me. You just do what you gotta do.
Good to see you made it through okay.
Thanks in no small part to you. I'm glad you came back all.
Lambda Mankind really helped us out too. We're lucky to have them with us.
It's true. Rotko did change when he became pack leader. Yet Donna was only a few days old when Ludmilla wrote this letter.
Incroyable. Une ville de loups-garous.
Agnes didn't even know how to fight. He was a spirit healer, a caretaker of children.
Endrin doesn't show anyone mercy, and we won't either.
Ceres? But how? She was in the back, tending to the wounded.
It's all my fault. Had a sniper.
It has been many a year since I last felt your presence, warrior of Gaia.
It's been nearly as long since anyone called me that.
Your cairn needs you, and the wild has need of your protection. The Eater of Souls is fighting with all his might to take control of it. And he is winning. The corruption takes many forms, but the effects are always the same. You must help us fight back.
I came back to find her. Have you seen her?
Ah, Adana. A dear friend, and always respectful of nature. You fear for her safety, then? She, too, is fighting for Gaia, in her own way. But do not worry. You both walk the same path. You will find each other in time. To fight your battles, you will need power. Power I can provide by helping you develop your warrior gifts.
Thank you, Ifen.
You may find lost spirits during your travels. Return them to me, and I will be able to strengthen your natural abilities. One last request before you depart. Many of your kin fell in combat. I would ask you to bury them. You will find their bodies both inside and around the cairn. Your penumbra vision will show you the way. Soothe their souls and send them to me, so that they may travel to the wild without being captured by the worm.
I will if I can. But my priority is Endron's training center.
Weaken the forces of the worm there, but never forget your brothers and sisters. Gaia needs you.
I hope Rodko's changed his mind.
Et comme par hasard, il va changer d'avis là.
This letter must have been sent just before the attack on the cairn. I went to see Fen. He's gotten so weak. Please, Rodko, let me help you. Let me deal with this training center.
Why is it that you care now, Cahal? We were so easy to ignore when we went right in front of you. What? You want to be part of the pack again?
I want to help the pack. I want to protect Adana.
But you don't intend to rejoin us.
I've already given into rage and killed one of our kin, Rodko. I can't take the risk of doing it again.
You already know I disagree. Nonetheless, we are united by those we mourn. So I'll accept your help.
Tell me about Ava. How's she doing?
When you went into exile, she succeeded you as my lieutenant. She was ready and willing, but it was hardly a smooth transition. I was...
A smooth transition.
I can imagine. There are a lot of humans in the cairn. A lot more than when I was here.
Ava's Lambda Mankind.
I'd heard about her group of activists. They're actually getting a lot of attention at the moment. Not sure if that's the best thing for the pack.
That's what I thought too. First.
At first? So you've changed your mind about humans? That's a surprise.
A lot of things have changed in the past 5 years. Myself included. For the longest time, I never trusted humans. But then I saw how they fought. How they stood strong for what they believed in. I saw their potential. Even I had to admit that Ava was right. The humans have been stalwart allies in our fight for Gaia. And now you've seen firsthand what Endron is doing to us. Our ranks grow thinner every year. Ava's humans aren't afraid to put their lives on the line for their planet. What more could I ask for?
Tell me about Ava. How's she doing?
When you went into exile, she succeeded you as my lieutenant. She was ready and willing, but it was hardly a smooth transition. I was forced to make some concessions.
I can imagine. There are a lot of humans in the cairn. A lot more than when I was here.
Ava's Lambda Mankind.
I'd heard about her group of activists. They're actually getting a lot of attention at the moment. Not sure if that's the best thing for the pack.
That's what I thought too, at first.
But first... So you've changed your mind about humans? That's a surprise.
A lot of things have changed in the past 5 years. Myself included. For the longest time, I never trusted humans. But then I saw how they fought. How they stood strong for what they believed in. I saw their potential. Even I had to admit that Ava was right. The humans have been stalwart allies in our fight for Gaia. Now you've seen firsthand what Indran is doing to us. Our ranks grow thinner every year. Ava's humans aren't afraid to put their lives on the line for their planet. What more could I ask for?
Tell me about Ava. How's she doing?
When you went into exile, she succeeded you as my lieutenant. She was ready and willing, but it was hardly a smooth transition. I was forced to make some concessions.
I can imagine. There are a lot of humans in the cairn. A lot more than when I was here.
Ava's Lambda Mankind.
I'd heard about her group of activists. They're actually getting a lot of attention at the moment. Not sure if that's the best thing for the pack.
That's what I thought too, at first.
How so?
For the longest time, I never trusted humans.
Je comprends pas le système de dialogue là.
How they stood strong for what they believed in.
Je pensais que le jaune c'était le choix principal, mais en vrai, ça a pas l'air d'être ça.
Now you've seen firsthand what Indran is doing to us. Our ranks grow thinner every year. Ava's humans aren't afraid to put their lives on the line for their planet. What more could I ask for?
So what can you tell me about this so-called training center?
Ava managed to get a hold of the mine blueprints to help us prepare for our previous attack. The site's weak point is its power supply. They apparently haven't had the time to give it a proper upgrade. The whole thing is powered by one big propane tank, just like it was when it was a mine.
I see. So if I blow up the tank, the whole mine will kill.
I see. I see.
Then we'll need explosives. You'll be happy to know I didn't come back empty-handed.
I'm aware. I met your new friend, Dusk, right? He gave me the explosives you two stole. We've still got a problem, though. You don't know the layout of the site, and I'm too injured to go with you. Huh. I don't like touching the stuff, but I suppose I'll use Ava's radio equipment to guide you. That should do the trick.
Perfect. So we'll stay in radio contact.
Take the explosives and go. Good luck, Kahal.
Dusk, my friend, I owe you one.
Ce bordel. Oh, c'est plus bas.
Leandra, be at peace. I will protect the cairn. Go to Efen.
Of course, Kahal. I'm glad I got to see you. One last time.
Iron Wind, your struggle is over. Ifen is waiting for you.
Cahal, keep fighting. Protect the Cairn for me.
Mais je crois qu'il y avait des esprits en bas aussi, non?
You deserve to rest at last, Magnus. Go to Ifen. He's waiting.
Ah, Cahal. It's good to see you, old friend. Take care of the Cairn.
Ceres, Gaia thanks you for your sacrifice. Now go. Ifen is waiting for you.
Save the forest, Cahal. Drive out the worm.
The forest shrinks a little more each day.
C'est tout? Je vais même pas gagner un peu d'XP quoi.
They're currently recruiting at their training center.
Then, perhaps I need to enlist. Dans certaines zones, Cal peut se déplacer librement sous la forme homide sans être suspecté. D'accord. Homide pour homme.
You see the kit they're supplying people with? Must be worth a fortune.
Tell me about it. I mean, pump-action rifles with holographic sights.
You here to enlist?
Absolutely.
That's the spirit. Did you register on our website?
Nah, I prefer to do things in person.
Can't say I blame you. What's your name?
Cahal Phil.
Cahal Philin. Hell of a name. There you go. You're on the list. All right then. Go report to the instructor for testing. He's in the warehouse. Oh, and one last thing. Looking at you, it's pretty obvious you've done some time. Try not to mention that. The instructor hates ex-cons.
C'est pas difficile de se faire recruter chez eux.
This way. Control, I've got a candidate for you.
Il suffit juste de traverser la rue.
Welcome. If you're looking to sign up, you have to talk to the instructor. Head over to that building in the court.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Ben voilà, c'est plus facile comme ça.
That's the bastard who killed our men! Take him down!
Have mercy!
These people were ready to sell themselves to Endrin and the Worm. Death is a blessing.
You should see a command post overlooking the waiting room. You'll have a computer inside and a service door leading into the mine. That computer will allow you to open the service door and cut communications with the lower floor. The people in the trading center will have no idea what's going on just above their heads.
Les points d'expérience peuvent être dépensés. Là c'est 4 points.
Go see what's happening.
J'éteins les caméras.
Area, come on.
Dun, dun. Herculean. 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 Herculean.
I'm in the mine. The propane tanks at the
Herculean.
site. There should be a service door that leads there.
Major Grainer's offering a bonus.
Damn. Cross your fingers, we're gonna be part of the team for the next attack.
go there.
Welcome, sir, to Endron's Training Center. You are about to undergo a state-of-the-art training regimen to transform you from a flabby disappointment into a hardened killer. Once your training is over, you'll be outfitted with the best equipment. Before you begin, you'll be given a checkup by our medical staff. During this comprehensive checkup, stronger than ever. You'll need it when the training is done. For now, we'll ask you to wait here. An officer will call you in when they're ready for you. Take the time to watch one of our training sessions. See you behind you.
Somehow, what? Area cop.
Looks like we're finally getting some action.
I see the tank.
You're going to have to cut through the medical sector to get there.
They're injecting something into their recruits.
We're aware. Endron's soldiers reek of the worm. We've been trying for weeks to figure out just what's in that serum of theirs.
Ah ouais. Ils font des expériences sur des cobayes là.
How long will it be before our latest batch of recruits is trained?
2 months for most of them. Less for the ones who react well to the serum.
Excellent. Communicate that to Major when she returns.
I've got eyes.
So the injections have something to do with the worm.
We think so, but we can't prove it yet. That's one of the things Ava and Adana are investigating.
There's silver here. Lots of it. The smell's overwhelming.
We must be in their armory. The propane tank's downstairs from you.
Alert! All personnel. The security of this installation has been compromised. This site is under lockdown. Defective immediately.
I hate exos.
Les points d'expérience peuvent être dépensés.
I made it to the propane tank, but there's a soldier guarding it. He's more monster than man, though. Just muscles stacked on muscles.
One of their elite soldiers. One way or another, you're gonna have to deal with him.
Got the site locked down. Stay on your guard. Put a bullet in it.
to set the explosives. There we go. The explosives are in place.
Time for you to get out of there.
Allez, on fait sauter toute la centrale.
This is about those big bastards.
Il me manque un point d'expérience pour prendre le 3e point de talent. Holy motherfucking day.
You should see air vents running along the top of the walls in some rooms. When the ventilation system isn't running, those ducts will lead you straight outside.
Search the warehouse. If you find the intruder, don't try to play hero. Give the alert immediately.
Someone? Huh? What the? Ah!
an intruder in the area. Be careful. Stay on your guard. Don't let him get away. Be ready.
What's the latest on the program?
The flamethrower exos have just cleared testing. Just got the green light for their deployment.
Good. Keep it up.
Hostile confirmed!
There's an intruder in the area. Be careful. Let's find the son of a bitch. Stay vigilant. Weapons ready.
Intruder!
I'm almost at the control room.
Steel yourself. Cutting the ventilation won't go unnoticed.
Ba, ba.
What the hell?
Whoa. Oh shit. You're not supposed to be called secure!
Men down!
Allez, tiens. La puissance du loup-garou. Ok, j'ai 4 points. Le Krynos peut désormais soigner partiellement ses blessures d'argent.
The ventilation system's down.
Your path is clear.
Revelation system down. Petit passage.
Good news. Ava's just arrived back at the cairn and brought your daughter with her.
Hedana.
Incroyable. C'est 4. Boum. Ah, je suis pas retourné direct au quartier général. Y a pas de caméra, rien. Incroyable. Mission accomplie. Bon, c'était en haut.
Nobody here, but our computer's on.
Cahal! You know I hate it when people mess with my stuff.
Je crois qu'ils l'ont laissé en plan, en vrai.
It's the bare minimum for leading a handful of activists against a megacorp like Endron.
Haven't changed much, have you? Aside from a couple of new lines on your face.
Thanks, asshole. You know, I always knew you'd come back. It was just a matter of when.
This isn't quite the reunion I had in mind.
But it's a happy one. I heard about your handiwork at the mine.
Adana.
Cahal?
Cahal? You must have a lot to talk about. I'll go check on the solar panels. Catch you later.
Adana, how are you doing? You've grown.
It's not worth trying to.
On a un plan sur son dos là.
Not after abandoning me for 5 years.
I'm sorry, Adana.
Where do you think an apology is going to get you? You know, it was hard enough to get over Mom's death, but dealing with the fact that you chose to leave me behind when I needed you most, that left a scar. You were so focused on doing what you thought was right.
Dana.
You never thought about what it might do to me.
I don't blame you if you hold it against me. But I still stand by my choice. I spent those 5 years finding my way back to the man I was. Even if you were with me, I wouldn't have been me. And you'd have been just as alone. I was in no state to look after you. I couldn't have been the father you needed. I wasn't.
Stop, Cahal. I'm really not in the mood to hear you rewrite our family history. Endron just carved a bloody wound into my cairn. They killed my friends. Right now, all I care about is tearing Endron apart.
Rodko told me you and Ava were undercover at Endron during the attack.
That's right. I managed to infiltrate the fracking site. They just upped my security clearance, too. I've got access to their protected data. This is the best chance we've ever had at taking Endron down. We sink them from the inside.
Dana. Interroger sur son plan.
And how do you plan on doing that?
A while back, Ava, Rodko, and I discovered that Endron's injecting its new recruits with a special serum that makes them more... everything.
Yeah, I saw it myself when I was in their training center. The injection transforms people. Makes them stink of the worm.
There's more to it than that. When I first joined Endron's ranks, I was trying to figure out what was going on with their biofuel project. But while I was analyzing the formula for the biofuel, I noticed an encrypted molecule within it. No employees have access to its composition. That same molecule is in the substance they're injecting their troops with, as well as another project, the Earthblood protocol.
The Earthblood protocol. Any idea what that's about?
Le sang de la terre.
But that can wait until after we figure out what this mystery molecule actually is. Once we figure out what that mystery molecule really is, we'll know what they're pumping their soldiers with, and their plans for this biofuel. Then we'll leak that info to everyone who'll listen, block the biofuel's launch, and hopefully put the final nail in Endron's coffin. Thing is, Right now, the encryption they're using on their data is impossible to break. That's why we came back. We wanted to tell Rodko how we were stuck and figure out what to do from here.
Yeah, I read Ava's letter to Rodko. How can I help?
If you want to help, go meet with Ava. She and Rodko will be figuring out our next steps.
Alright, I'll go check in with her and then have a talk with Rodko. Any idea where I'll find her?
By our solar panels. If you've got any other questions, you'll find me with the rest of the pack. They need me.
Anyway.
My Irish brethren. But that was a lifetime ago. Old notes from Ava, before she created Lambda Mankind.
How you doing, big guy? Figured I'd get out of the way, let you catch up with 80. Though, from the look on your face, it doesn't look like it went well.
She's still angry at me for leaving.
Can you blame her? Shit, being a teenager's bad enough, but Ludmilla's death, your exile, it was all hard on her. But you did what you had to. You had to get away from us to get yourself back on track.
That's what I tried to tell her.
I've been telling her that for years. Never eased her pain, though. But you're back now. It'll pass. Just give it time.
Adana told me about your mission to infiltrate the fracking site.
Yeah, about that. We're currently at a roadblock. Endron's data encryption is uncrackable.
So she said.
Our only way to get our hands on that data is to take it directly from the server in their lab. But surveillance is tight. Even Adana couldn't get in there without being caught. And I don't think I could create a big enough distraction to draw their security's eyes away.
Autre qu'on n'a pas dû être facile à convaincre. Et là c'est Lambda Mankind.
What's Rodko think about you two going undercover like this?
As you might imagine, he was a little resistant at first. But once he understood what we wanted to do, he gave us the green light.
Sounds like you've got something in mind.
If we want to draw security's attention, we have to hit them hard. Blowing up the refinery should do the trick. But that's not happening until we can get into the fracking site. That's step one. The site is protected by an electric fence and a myriad of cameras, all of which are powered by the dam Endron acquired when it bought the site. Now, if someone could get into the dam and connect me to their network, I could access their system discreetly.
Allowing you to cut the power to their defenses without their notice.
Exactly. We can worry about the fracking site after that.
Okay. I'll go talk to Rodko to see how he wants to make up the teams.
Thanks, Cahal. It's good to have you back. But if you don't mind, I'd like to take a few moments for myself. Lost some friends during the attack.
Don't worry. Take all the time you need.
Don't worry. Take off the time you need it. Par là? Non, c'est pas par là.
I hope they didn't run into too much trouble.
C'est par là.
So many dead. This is horrible.
I'm sorry, Adana.
What is it, Cahal?
Do you know where I can find Ava?
She's checking the solar panels.
Ah, le jaune, je crois, c'est ce que j'ai déjà demandé en vrai.
She's checking the solar panels.
Ok, je viens de comprendre. Donc c'est juste pour dire que t'as déjà écouté le dialogue.
It's not your fault. It's just when I think about everyone we lost, Kitamona, Leandra, and all the others. Leandra was pregnant too. Their cruelty has no limits.
Endron's never
cruelty has no limits.
But those who we've lost will not have died in vain. Endron will pay for this. How was it with Rodko and Ava?
Honestly, it was hard at first. Rodko was... he was really mad at himself. Over you going away, over Mom's death. He obsessed over my first change. Trained me for months and months. But as we trained, I started thinking, I don't want to go through my first change.
Are you scared?
Fuck no. I just don't want to be a Garu. You're all too unstable. Mom wasn't a Garu, and she was one of the best fighters the Cairn had ever seen. I think that's why I drifted toward Ava and her way of doing things. Fortunately, Rodko mellowed out after a while.
I was able to talk with him earlier. Seems like he's gotten more open-minded in these past few years.
It took him some time to come around, but he finally realized that Ava's methods serve Gaia just as well as his do. Now he's got no problem with the idea of working with humans, or my choice to follow in Mom's footsteps.
You really do take after your mother. Took me aback at first.
I miss her too, Cahal. I think about her every day.
She would have been proud of you.
If you say so.
I'm proud of you, too.
That's nice of you to say and all, but I know you didn't want me to follow her path. That you wanted me to be a warrior like you and Rodko.
I don't know about that. A Garu's life has its share of problems, too. I can't blame you for following your mother's example. She really was exceptional.
She sacrificed herself for Gaia. And she didn't abandon me, so you know.
We'll talk later.
Esprit. Esprit.
Following in her mother's footsteps. Millie used to say the same thing. Your mother would have been so proud. That was 2 years ago now.
Esprit au calme ici.
Every step the forest loses is one the worm gains.
But they've got the public eating out of their hand.
They just brought their supplements to market. If we don't expose them, a whole lot of unsuspecting people are going to get poisoned. The new lab of theirs is still under construction, and their security's full of holes. It's the perfect stage of attack.
This letter must have been sent just before the attack on the cairn.
Il est enfin rétabli.
So, were you able to talk with your daughter?
As you might imagine, there's still a lot of tension there.
Between the attack on the cairn and your sudden return, she's going through a lot right now. Give her time.
Ava said the same thing. I hope you're both right. Speaking of Ava and Adana, they told me about their plan to get their hands on the encrypted data inside the fracking site's laboratory.
To bring Endron down from the inside, yes. I think they've got the right idea. If we manage to chase Endron from this region, they'll just continue their dirty work elsewhere. It's time for a decisive blow. So we follow Ava and Adana's plan. We'll attack the dam to bring down the defenses of the fracking site. I want you to lead the incursion. You coordinate with Ava and Adana over comms, and allow them access to the dam's network.
Ava gave me the rundown. But if I set off a single alarm, things will get very dangerous very quickly.
I know. One sign something's amiss, and Tank Girl will be at the dam before you know it. So while you're sneaking through the inside of the dam, I'll be creating a diversion on the outside. That should keep her attention off you. And even if someone does raise the alarm at the dam, Tank Girl will have no idea why you're really there.
Good. You can count on me.
Excellent. We'll have Declan meet you near the dam. He's got the relays you'll place to get Ava and Adana access to Indran's network.
There's still a long way to go. But life's picking up again.
There's still a long way to go.
I hope you can see this, wherever you are.
Yifen's strength will not last forever. He needs your help.
Il y a un esprit au-dessus aussi là.
Kitamona, return to Ifen. The Cairns.
Thank you, Cahal. Take care of those who remain.
Hiding out in the woods? Indran attacked their camp yesterday.
Activists my ass. They're goddamn terrorists.
Où est l'esprit? Il est là-bas. Incroyable. Revenir aux sources. Apporter son aide à Ifen. Apaiser les esprits de la forêt. Les loups-garous tombés au combat. Je crois que j'ai fait les deux quêtes là. Les loups-garous tombés au combat.
Fight the worm and all who serve
Fight the worm and all serve it.
The guardian spirits of the forest. They have slept for too long. They must be stirred from their slumber. They must lend me their support against the worm. Find them, remind them of their duty, and return to me when it is done. The guardian spirit they must.
Ok, donc ça c'est la prochaine quête. Ta, ta. C'est quoi là-bas? Les 2 points. Le Krynos peut désormais utiliser l'attaque dash en air. Le stomp puissant. La zone d'effet et les dégâts de stomp sont désormais fortement augmentés. Les éliminations augmentent encore plus le gain de rage. Un ennemi avec l'arbalète augmente aussi la rage. Face à la vision pénumbra, Lupus perçoit facilement les esprits lointains. La rage gagne 1 cran supplémentaire. La rage gagne 2 crans supplémentaires. En posture lourde, les dégâts reçus sont réduits. De plus, le Krynos obtient des points de vie supplémentaires. En posture agile, encore plus de rage et plus d'efforts sont générés à chaque attaque réussie. Le Krynos peut à présent rugir. Un rugissement renverse les ennemis environnants. Passe à droite en vrai.
Fox Spirit, your sleep must end.
L'esprit du renard.
I hear you, warrior of Gaia, and I am now awake. Yfen has my aid.
Ok. Épisode Terminares.